Now, lads, thought I'd record myself, obviously watching the Nintendo Direct for the excuse me, Nintendo Switch 2 on the 2nd of April on a Wednesday. So let's wait and see what they release. I'm not a Nintendo fan, but I like gaming news and I like to try and keep up with as much as I can. So I'm gonna watch it, and hopefully you guys enjoy whatever this is. I'll cut it down to the main bits if I need to, but preferably, hopefully I won't need to cut much because they're more or less just showing the Switch 2 as far as I'm aware. But let's wait and see. Switch 2. Oh, we're getting games as well? I wonder if we're going to get Silk Song, because people have been waiting on that for a long time, I think. Lego? Or is it just Nintendo? Well, it's being built like that's just Nintendo. Okay, that's an interest. That's good intro. Okay, Switch 2. And we're getting games. Yoshi. They're really gonna milk the fucking tits out of these Mario games, aren't they? Is he running a burger stand? Mario Kart? I see. Never mind. That's a big announcement. New Mario Kart. Good tunes. Yeah, this will fly off the shelf like hotcakes, won't it? It's Mario Kart. This always does well. Obviously, then playing online as well. The online aspect is a massive thing now. Whereas, like playing on Nintendo, you could more or less play like LAN with your mates. But obviously now it's a major thing. I don't know. Did the you'll have to say in the comments whether I don't really keep up with a lot of the actual ratings, but was the last Mario Kart not a bit shit? Or I swear there was something about it. Because I think people always go back and play like Mario Kart 8 or something, don't they? Or 7 or 8, I think it is. They skip the most recent one and go back because it's just a better one apparently. But I wouldn't know. Yeah, if you're a Mario fan, more Mario. But will it be in 60 frames? Mario Kart World. Okay, so I bet you they're going to give you the option maybe of letting you build custom tracks.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
Nice shirt.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Well, I think it's going to be a lot like, if you remember, guys, in the PS1 and 2, it was the Crash Bandicoot Nitro Kart, where you had to drive to each arena and start it. I wonder if it's going to be like that. I wonder if it's going to be like that. You drive to the region, it's like an open area.
Time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
He just driving over in the world there. Oh no, there's tracks there.
And in this Mario
Okay.
Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Okay.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
Okay, so if you need to keep up, it doesn't look like you'll be able to really put down the controller or pause unless you're playing single player. because if you're playing online, you can't
There
really
are multiple
pause
checkpoints
if you
along
need to
the way.
drive from area to area.
If
And
you're
from what
below
he
the
said
place
there,
they
I think
show
it's
when you
4
hit a
regions or
checkpoint,
4
you'll be
races.
eliminated.
4 races with 4 sets in them. You know, that's
You make it all the way to the finish line?
that could, and each race could be, well, it depends how long the tracks are, I suppose, you know. Free roam. Yeah, they are adding free
You
roam.
can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it is literally open world Mario Kart. Interesting.
Going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends
Yeah.
and even take photos together at different
Yeah.
locations.
Nobody really cares about the photo mode, but whatever. It is advertised towards kids, I suppose. Oh.
While using the game chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Is that game chat or is that Discord?
Alright, let's keep going. Okay.
It can pick up your speaking voice
Th
clearly.
them mics are going to
even
be,
from a
that's going to be
distance.
Connect mics all over again.
Alright, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly,
It won't.
letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a?
They said the same thing about a Connect mic. It didn't then, it won't now. This won't, but
And you
no.
can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Oh my god, the lag. Holy shit, look at the FPS.
share your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really?
They can do that?
Can do it?
Look at the,
They just did it. I want to do it too.
Oh shoot! Oh! Ooh!
Oh, he's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat me.
what,
Okay, I got it. I got it.
this, it's not built for it. That's proof.
Okay.
Look at this.
You can chat to your heart's
None of
content
this is built for
while
this.
playing
Look at
different
them.
games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
That's like 5 FPS.
Guy right here. I'm like, it's
Oh
not
god,
fine,
no.
fine. Okay, wait,
And
let's-
and that's probably gonna get, that's gonna heat up as well.
So cute.
No.
You can adjust the size of your game screen. Guys,
Look at the lag. Even look at that. Oh god.
or expand another friend's game screen.
So oh my god, the FPS.
You gotta get above that wall that's to your left.
Are they trying to show this and say like, oh, this is fine?
I have to do a little wall ride.
Why would you show
So
this?
everyone can
Even
watch
when you
them play.
open big screen on some, like view someone's screen, like Discord. I thought for a minute, I started recording and to go for 1 second and come back. I started recording again
Let's take a picture here.
and I thought, oh, it's Discord. This is their own version. It doesn't work.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button.
Yeah.
The C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay.
So that's
Here,
your mute
You
button.
can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's
Oh my
this.
god, man. They're really gonna
By
shift
connecting this
accessories.
camera to the system,
Oh god. You can add that alongside it.
Hello.
Oh, holy fuck, the FPS.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
you can appear
This
on
is
screen
gonna be
and
fucking
video
terrible.
chat while playing a game.
Your face is on here.
Wait, Nick, how was your test yesterday?
It was good.
I'm sorry, the machine is still held back. This could blow up a fucking,
Can you wait for
like this could actually blow up.
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Okay, some things like that could work, but look at how bad it looks.
Let you fix it.
Like I have a very simple USB camera. It's not over the top.
Even when you're
But it's
apart,
60
you can
FPS
play
off the rip.
games and hang
Like,
out as if you were together in the same
that
room.
isn't and won't be.
Play together or
Look at
compete in
this.
Online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your
Oh
personal
my god, the
favorites.
I'm not looking at the top screen anymore.
Decide your
I'm just
own
checking
rules
all of
for a
these out.
retro game competition.
The the lag.
Or hold a sports competition between
That's not bad. That's
families.
not lagging too much there because there's not a game on
Altogether,
screen.
Anytime,
If you share your
anywhere.
screen, you're
Game
fucked.
chat.
What did you think? In developing Game Chat,
Again, I'm saying
goal
this
was
because
for you
I'm
to
not a
enjoy playing
Nintendo fan and
online
I
with
don't
others
give a
more
fuck
closely,
if a Nintendo
including family
fit
and
flops
friends.
or if it sells
Almost
one of the
as if
most
you're all playing
consoles in the
together
world.
the same place.
I don't care. I'm not interested in buying this.
The camera
But
you saw in the
well,
trailer is
the only good
Nintendo
thing I will
Switch
say,
2
but they put the
camera,
charger on the top.
which will be
that's a
available
start.
on the same day as Switch 2.
But it's
A Nintendo Switch Online membership.
and you need
will
to
be
have on.
required
Well,
to
obviously you
use
need
Game
online
Chat.
to use the game. Yeah, obviously that's what
However,
Game Chat is.
Since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat,
Yeah.
it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out.
Yeah, free
Additionally,
trials.
Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends.
Okay.
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share.
Yeah, they've added a
As shown
system
here,
which
even
Steam
games
has
that
had
require
for
multiple
years. It's
screens
called
can
Game
be
Share.
played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share.
You share your
compatible
account
games
with other
others
people,
who
and
also
you can
a
have shared
Nintendo
games
Switch
across
2
multiple
or a
accounts.
Nintendo Switch system. You can share a
Nintendo have
game
caught
with
on, and now they're
3
doing
other
the same
systems
thing.
at a time. Game Share also supports online play.
It is a
with other
good
Switch
thing.
2 systems,
Like
and you can
they're
use it with
catching
friends
up
via
with the
Game
times,
Chat,
which is a
which
good
we
thing.
showed
This is
earlier.
good. But
Game Share can only be used with compatible games. This
that
feature is
that's
planned for
one thing
several
there. See
titles,
that?
starting with a free update
Games will
to
only be
Farmhouse
available
51
with
Worldwide
compatible
Classics
games.
on Nintendo
What
Switch.
games are going to be compatible with this?
Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope
Yeah.
you'll look forward to it.
Sure.
Up next,
Okay, so it just slots in.
we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Yep.
Please take a look.
Cool. Yeah.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
That's not the same. Yeah, but there's a bit the thing
With approximately
thumbsticks are.
double the pixels compared to Switch,
Yeah.
you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen. The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Yeah. If the game can reach
LCD screen
120
is more
FPS,
vivid
it will be great.
And supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
120 frames is amazing if it will do it.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system.
And how do you do?
Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Okay. Okay, it's a lot better than the first kind of style they did.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Okay. Good quality of life stuff. Yeah.
The left and right sticks are now larger. Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls. By adjusting
Sure.
the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime.
It's gonna
in
be
Game
as
Chat.
good as basically like
It
a
also uses
phone,
noise-canceling
mic.
technology to filter
So-
sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
It's gonna be whatever it is. Like it's not gonna be dropped. It's gonna not gonna be dropped dead great.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Okay.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a
Okay.
large,
So they
sturdy
put a
stand.
better stand on it, which is
You
good.
can move it freely, like this.
Very thin plastic, but it's a lot better than the first one.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Does the belt work the same way?
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Okay, so you can charge both ways. Okay, good feature. Good feature.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more.
How big is
Reading
a
and writing data
Nintendo
is
game?
also faster.
I don't know.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Okay.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
I'm not being mean. I would have fucking hoped so. Like, there's not much of a change here. Like, there's quality of life stuff, but I want my fucking original games. So, yeah, I expected that. If they didn't at least give you that, like, fuck off.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features.
I don't know about the
And
mouse
to
thing.
help players better
Don't know about
understand
that.
the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to the
I'm
system
sorry,
with
but
magnets.
what
And
fucking
those
console
magnets are
does
inside the
this?
system.
Why?
The SL
The-
and SR buttons of
You
the
made
Joy-Con
an
2 are made of
in-game
metal,
tutorial game about
so
your
that's how
console.
they attach to the system.
Like,
A magnetic circuit is formed between them.
People
so they
are
won't
gonna-
easily detach.
no one cares about this. People care. People only care at face value about things like
Through
this.
examining signs like these, you can discover
Like,
all
oh, it
sorts
has
of
it has a
secrets
new
about Nintendo
system
Switch
that
2.
it connects to. Cool.
Another example,
Eh,
the Joy-Con
okay,
2
I don't like
controllers
it,
have
but it has a
controls.
mouse feature.
And when
Interesting.
combined with the gyroscopes, you
But
can
that's
even
what
do
it-
something like this.
Nobody cares about the ins and outs
You
of
can
all
adjust
this.
the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover
Okay.
even as you're playing mini-games and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are
But
plenty.
that's the thing. Nobody,
Nintendo
Xbox
Switch 2
or
Welcome Tour will launch
PlayStation
as a paid digital
don't
game on the
launch
same
with
day as
this.
Nintendo
Nobody
Switch 2.
needs this.
So please check it out if you're interested.
It's a digital only game. Hold on.
Now,
What did that
I'd
just
like to
say?
sh-
What did that just say? Available on the same day on as Nintendo Switch 2 as a paid digital only game. You need to fucking pay for this shit. Am I reading that right? You have to pay for a video game that's as long as a demo, to which literally all you do is walk around and press info boards about how the fuck the console was made and what is different about this one compared to the previous one. Am I missing something?
So
Am I
please
the
check it
stupid
out.
one?
Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds.
Okay, it's red.
Next up is additional storage.
I
Switch
don't
2
know.
will only work with micro SD express cards.
Yeah.
They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
I'm sorry. I was just baffled by that last thing.
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Of course they won't.
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this
Yeah.
feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more.
Yeah.
We're also releasing a new Pro Controller.
Okay, the Pro Controller's a lot better.
It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you
Okay.
can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added.
Problem
We've
is, that's probably going to be about
introduced a few new
$120
features, and
or
after
euro
today's
for me.
presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where
Yep.
the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
Okay,
We're
June.
very much looking forward to the day when
So
you all
if
get
you
to
are a
experience
Nintendo
it,
fan,
so
you haven't
please
got long to
just a
wait.
bit longer.
2 months.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Yeah.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
Are they going to be upscaled though?
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will
No.
receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2,
And you have to buy them again.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
But will you have to repurchase this? You will, won't you?
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and
Yeah.
adds new features.
I'm looking at the fine print at the bottom. I want to
mouse
see.
controls,
I want to see whether or not you will have to buy this again. They're going to charge you to play your already new. So
more expressive
what I'm
rumbles,
getting from this is, sorry to talk while this is on.
and gameplay that uses a camera accessory.
You can play your
All
Nintendo
of
Switch
which can be
1
accessed
games
Switch
on the
2.
Switch 2. But the problem with
Check
that
out
is
the renew
they're
and
not going to be
updated
upscaled.
modes.
The graphics are going to be the
First up
same,
is Mario
and
Party
the
mode.
FPS will stay at
With a
30
single
locked.
camera, up to
I
4
bet you it
players
will
can
be
join the
locked to 30.
festivities.
You need to
You'll
buy
be able to see
the
each other's
Nintendo
faces
Switch
as you
2
play,
edition
so you can
to get
experience
the
all the
upgraded
reactions
FPS.
and emotions
Why
in
do I
real
have a
time.
feeling that's what they're going to do?
Or 4 friends
I
can take
hope
the
it's not.
party
I
online.
really hope it's not. I don't like Nintendo as it is. I hope that's not what they do.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go! And compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound.
Yeah.
Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
See, that's going to be
When you
weird
enter
because
a
you don't
puddle,
have,
a
obviously on a
minigame will
mouse, you don't have,
There's a bouldering game. 2 players each
vibrate.
control an arm.
you know, there's no vibration
And
mode.
one where you
Like,
shake
it's
a
not
can
a
of spray paint and quickly tag
I don't know how
audience.
weird that would feel as like a mouse player.
Enjoy
I
the
don't know how
thrill
that,
of
as a
these
mouse and
intuitive
keyboard player, I don't know how
minigames.
that's going to feel.
How quickly can you reach the station?
Vibration
From
and a mouse
minigames that
feels
use a
weird.
camera, the
Or maybe it
built-in
isn't. Maybe
microphone,
it's better.
mouse
I don't know.
controls,
I've
and
never played
rumble.
with a mouse like
The
that, so.
biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario
Additional
Party
games
Jamboree,
may be required
Nintendo
for
Switch 2
multiplayer mode,
edition,
internet,
plus
into yeah,
Jamboree TV,
including game chat.
launches on
Oh, I didn't get to
Nintendo
read the
Switch
rest of
2,
it. Sneaky
July
bastards.
24th. Nintendo Switch
Upgrades
2 players
and
who
you're
already
purchasing
own
upgrade.
Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience where you can see each other's reactions.
Like, look,
while
I'm sorry to Nintendo fans, but these are some of the
Let's continue
scummiest
presenting
cunts
some more
going, man.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Nintendo Switch 2
The
edition.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
I won't judge it too heavily
enhanced
yet
resolution and frame
because I want to
rates,
see how much an upgrade kit
and also
costs
support
because we don't know
HDR,
yet because the
which makes
console's not
image
even released
more
yet.
vibrant.
I'd want to see what they
So you can
cost.
play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
Yeah.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
But the Koroks aren't on the map
Cool.
to begin with, are
You can
they?
share your creations using QR codes and send them to another
That's
player
good.
to create in their game.
But I thought the whole reason of like Koroks were like to find them yourself. Like the discovery is the reward.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
Some quality of life stuff. It's good.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
They're kind of like
The
reselling you
story
a
takes
special
place in the
edition.
Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Why? So we can just get as much money as we possibly can, is
In
it?
addition to standard
Oh man, this
controls,
mouse mode
you
is
can
getting
use
on me
mouse
tits, man.
controls
I don't
for
think that's
intuitive
gonna feel
gameplay
right.
on Switch 2.
Like it's gonna be a very weird shaped
Plus,
mouse, and
you
it's
can explore the immersive
it's
world
going to
in
be as
4K
thin as
at
like my
60
phone.
frames per second,
Like that's how
or
thin it's going
enjoy
to be.
smoother
That.
action in full HD at 120 frames
no.
per second. Choose
With like a
from
bit
these
hanging
two
off the
modes,
side.
both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA which is scheduled to launch
I didn't
later
bother
this
doing
year,
I
will
did
not
stream a
only
reaction
receive
to
a
this, but I
Nintendo
probably
Switch
should have.
version,
The
but a
the
Nintendo
UI
Switch 2
looks this
edition
looks
as
shit.
By
I like
taking advantage
Pokemon,
of the
but I'm
power
not
of the
buying new
Switch 2,
Pokemon games ever.
you can
I
enjoy
can't be
your
arsed.
adventure in Lumio City with enhanced
Like wait until you
resolution
see the
and
UI
frame
here if it
rates.
shows it. It's not going to show it.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
They're trying to
And
push
if
it
you
into
already own
buying the Nintendo Switch
version of
2
the game,
and the two
you can play
versions.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
How much is an upgrade pack?
We hope you're looking forward to
Not gonna
these
say, is
Nintendo
it?
Switch 2 edition games.
It's not going to say.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
What,
Please
we
take a
getting
look.
fucking Call of Duty now on the Switch? Fuck it, you have a mouse now, you might as well. Is this DJ Hero or something? No, not exactly. Right. I can't really make jokes about shit like this, obviously. Oh, skills to pay the bills. Is it just automatic? If you aim at it, it's going to go in? It's just automatic. So it's just gonna automatically lock on to the basket. Okay.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves.
Oh
We hope you're
Jesus.
looking forward to a new twist
That's gonna
on
feel
three-on-three
very
matches
weird.
using dual mouse controls.
Especially if you're not like ambidextrous, which
Next,
means
here are some
you're
games
not
for
bow-handed.
publishing and
Like
development
I'm
partners
right-handed,
coming to
so obviously
Nintendo
my
Switch
mouse
2.
goes in my right hand. My weaker hand's my left. That's my keyboard.
I have long
Elden Ring on.
between.
Okay, Elden Ring on the Nintendo.
This world is in dire need of repair.
Um,
You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
Elden Ring, obviously a fantastic game. I don't know what this is gonna look like. It's not even looking great in the trailer. That FPS doesn't look great. Like this is Elden Ring is a big game. Big game. Tarnished edition. Yeah, anyway. It's interesting. But they're saying Hades 2. They are saying that it's going to be 120 FPS, so you know, should be able to do it. Hades 1 was a good game. Hades 2 will be just as good, so yeah. Can't go wrong with Hades.
The kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Yep. Capcom.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルは
We're bringing Street Fighter. I don't care about fighting games. Sorry to say, I don't care about fighting games. They bore me.
任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。
But I presume the pad will use oh sorry. I presume the pad will use like shaker motion and stuff like that for like combos and stuff. So yeah, do you like fighting games? There you go. More fighting games. Not my cup of tea though. Never really liked fighting games. I liked like some of the original like story-based Mortal Kombats. They were good, but not the newer stuff.
All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels!
Okay.
Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will
United
be
Earth
ours.
Coalition.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children, bring hope to our lives.
Demon X Machina.
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2.
Split Fiction, good. That could be up for Game of the Year, you know. It actually looks really, really good.
And Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get
It's kind of like
their own
I think a lot more gaming companies are going to start making games like this, like It Takes Two. That was really, really good. And I think games companies kind of seen we can either do like a couch co-op or co-op online version of these games and play through a story.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together
Fuck
across
off.
the world, both on the pitch
EA my
and
bollocks.
on the gridiron.
No one cares about this shit. FIFA or now what's called EAFC pants. Who gives a shit? Madden, I can't speak for Madden. I played FIFA maybe 3 times. I can't stand FIFA.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software.
Oh, Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo
That's good.
Switch 2.
I think the second one got announced,
With
didn't it?
enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on
The
Switch
graphics,
2 give you
ooh,
even more ways
again,
to
it's stuttering
experience the
even in that, which doesn't fill me with hope.
Discover the enhanced
But
magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as
I actually never played this. I must play this. I like Harry Potter stuff. Yeah, and then he remade Tony Hawk. So maybe there is still a ooh. Just locks onto shit. Maybe there is still a marker for this. I don't actually know. You guys can let me know in the comment section after when I upload this whether or not you guys would like. I think they're making Skate 4. I think that'll be funny. I think Skate is a better game than like Tony Hawk's for the reason of it's. Anyway, Skate is funny because of like the ragdoll physics and that.
Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive.
Hitman.
We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman: World of Assassination.
Great
to
games.
Nintendo Switch
Hitman's good games.
As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's
That war looks terrible.
Our
Banan.
game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Audio's a bit behind there. Do I know this? I don't think so. Oh! Is this okay, Project 007?
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Interesting. Interesting. Oh,
The story
anime Bob
of
game.
light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns.
Oh, very chibi. Okay.
Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remastered.
Anyone know about that one?
Set foot in Luxembourg.
Never played, so I don't know.
Once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。
Oh, Yakuza.
我々がお送りするタイトルは
Also very fun games. Just funny, stupid shit, but very funny. And there actually are good games. But it's not meant to be taken seriously. It is meant to be a bit of fun, a bit of crack.
追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と
Shazam!
今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
Someone had to come in and talk to me, so don't worry about it. I didn't miss anything anyway.
A war was fought to vanquish this evil.
Is this Zelda?
One which
Oh.
future generations would call the imprisoning war.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
Is this a DLC or is this got a whole new game? When did Tears of the Kingdom come out?
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this
The story leading into Tears of the Kingdom. A prequel. Is that needed? Oh. Is it going to be like is it Dynasty Warriors where like you attack a shitload of enemies? Or is that just one part? I suppose, look, if you're a Zelda fan, Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, Hyrule Warriors, yeah. Age of Imprisonment. Okay. So prequels, yeah, look. It's not a cash grab, but it does look decent, but we'll see. You know, we'll see. Winter, okay. Christmas.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo.
Is that the normal team that
We
makes
hope you're looking forward to the untold story
the Zelda
of the
games?
Imprisoning War,
I don't know.
which took place in Hyrule long ago.
Yeah.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay.
You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
Membership plus plus.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life.
I'm not going to mention how to do it, but you guys are already going to know when I say this. These can be played in a different way. If you wink wink, if you know what I mean. And at higher FPSs and with upscale graphics. Wink.
From the Legend of Zelda series,
you know what I'm talking about.
Soul Calibur 2.
And they can even be played on a phone.
30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races.
Just saying.
Machine customization
and that means you don't have to pay for plus version, because what I'm talking about is free. If you catch my drift, and if you already own the games, it's even easier. So I have, can't see because of the green screen filter, but I do have a few even regular Nintendo games that I can burn to play, and I have done on my PC. Which ones did I do? I think I did. Which ones did I keep? I played Mario Kart. I know I played that. Oh, Chibi Robot, Luigi's Mansion. Okay.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics,
Built for Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members.
Online Plus expansion pack launches the same day as the hardware's release.
They're literally adding like
a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access.
I will say that is a nice thing, because you can probably play that with other games, which will be nice. But at the same time, of course it will. Don't want to miss out on them dollary dues.
Familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue.
And they're also, and then Genesis and fucking, there's actually more, and as I said, all of them can be played somewhere else. Yeah, it's an Undertale parallel story, isn't it? Excuse me. I never played all the way through Undertale, the original one. I wasn't really pushed on it, you know.
Hi, I'm Randy from
oh, for fuck's sake.
Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship.
Actually, let me just do live here so it jumps forward.
Intuitive gameplay experience.
Cool, we skipped that bit.
Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Oh, only joking. We'll go back.
And if you already own the
what did we miss? So Undertale, it's actually not that far back either. Is it literally just saying it will be on it? Yeah. Okay, we got. That's all I needed to look at. And now we're back to being live. It literally just saying that fucking Borderlands 4 will be on it, probably run terribly, and that we have the new Civ game also going to be on it. So we missed nothing there.
NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring
and on the court.
Okay.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went, armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees.
Okay, massive. That's massive. Silk Song's coming out this year. For people that are interested. I can't tell if this is now up to date or if this is still fucked. Yeah, let's just roll with it. This I'm looking forward to. Witchbrook, I'm chubbed for. I want to play that. I think 7 years now we've been waiting on that for from Stardew fans. I love Stardew Valley. I really want to play that. Really want to play that. Outlaws can fuck off. Nobody cares about Outlaws. It's pants. Ambitious Awakening, same days Nintendo 2. Fast Fusion, okay. Shadow Labyrinth. A lot of these side-scrolling games coming out now. It's interesting. Reanimal looks brilliant. Fortnite. Of course, you have to show Fortnite. The Fortnite Lego I actually want to play again. I enjoyed that. Professor Layton. Layton's back, eh? Professor Layton, man. When I was... Do I have my Nintendo? It's here somewhere. I must get it out. I have 2 old Nintendos. The, Nintendo DS Lite, or... I have 2 of the XL version and another one. Must display them.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game
Okay, we're back. We're back to normal, I think, now. It's still live, yeah. So
please take a look.
Put that back on it so I can hear. Okay.
I give you my blood.
I don't know if I was a Nintendo fan, am I supposed to be chubbed right now? I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna be honest.
I give you my life.
Until I see gameplay or the title card, I don't know.
Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight.
Okay.
To humanity's very dusk.
Still don't know the game. Oh. Wait. This is not. I'm gonna let the. I'm not exactly speechless, but I just want to make sure I know what this is. This looks like a mix of Elden Ring and Bloodborne. Okay.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able.
Still slightly desynced, but okay. I don't remember if FromSoft have another title, so I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna lie. The Duskbloods. 2026. Available only. What?
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners.
Only available on Nintendo too.
We'd like to thank
Nintendo
the
Switch
developers
2.
who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation.
I don't know if I'm too happy with FromSoft doing that.
In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Yep.
Next, please take a look at this.
Taking more looks and more stuff. I don't know how I'm going to edit this down into just... I'll edit the main bits in, I suppose. Like the main showcases. Otherwise, this will be about 40 minutes long, this reaction. It would have been better to stream this and then give our thoughts afterwards. And then just upload all the video. And then just chapters. But it is what it is. Kirby. I don't really care about Kirby. Fucking thing is a jet engine in it. Is this a Kirby racing game? Okay. I don't think there's a need to release that with
which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years
Yeah.
ago, is getting a brand new game.
Well, yeah.
If you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
I understand it's a remake.
Next is our last trailer for today.
Okay.
Please take
I understand it's a remake, but you have Mario Kart Worlds coming out, which is going to be like one of the biggest Mario Kart games in, if all time. So, don't know if Kirby was needed. Okay. Inga Isle. There, that's like Diddy Kong or Donkey Kong there, was it? Am I right? Donkey Kong. Okay, so what they did with Mario Odyssey, they're basically doing with the Donkey Kong franchise. Yeah. If you like Donkey Kong, you're getting more Donkey Kong. Is it a game about mining, or what's happening here? There's a lot of mining stuff going on. Rocks, yeah. Then original side-scroller action there, yeah. Probably a mini game. Banan. Some of the boss battles, yep. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Banan. Okay, 17th.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong.
Yep.
Called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
I think they should have saved the Elden Ring for the last reaction.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on
Yeah.
June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
Yeah.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo
Where's the
Switch
fucking
2
pro
website,
version?
which goes live
Because it's that's gonna be about 500 quid.
We've covered a lot of information, but
More,
that's
actually.
all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch.
I'm just looking forward to seeing, like, obviously the original Nintendo Switch had a shocking debut. This one, obviously we don't know if it's going to be, right, we don't need to see more of that. Yeah, game chat, all that shit. Obviously we don't need to see any more of this. We've seen it. Yeah, so overall, as a non-Nintendo fan, yeah, you can see some of the cash grabby things that are a bit scummy, to be honest. You have to say, but it is Nintendo, so I'm not being mean. It's gonna get things like that. There's good and bad. I've seen some good things there. 120 FPS, a lot of quality of life changes. Very good. Other pros, some of the games that were announced. FromSoft randomly appearing with a fucking brand new title. And I think they're kind of taking the piss out of Bloodborne fans because it has the name Blood in it. People will get an uproar about that, FromSoft fans. You can mark my words on that one. But brand new game from them. Donkey Kong Bonanza looks good. New Mario Kart looks good. A lot of ports, obviously. Hopefully they're at 120 FPS. Hopefully. Again, trying to sell your reused shit from Sega Mega Drives, fucking Nintendo's, the Nintendo GameCube, the Game Boy Advanced, fucking all this shit. I've already said my piece on that. You can get them somewhere else. Wink. So that's not a pro, but it's an offer, so it's something, I suppose. If you're not very tech savvy or you haven't got a computer, that is obviously an option. Yeah, bits and pieces, like we can probably scrub through a bit here just to see. I just want to see what they actually show it looking like. Actually, this is one thing I wanted to get back to. This, I thought at first, because I came back, I was out doing something. I came back and looked at this. I thought, are they putting Discord on a Nintendo? Cool, integration. No, it's their own version of a 4-party. I presume it's 4 people max. I didn't get to see it. I think it's 4 people max. But I'm sorry. So I'm going to leave it on. I'm just going to mute it in the background while I'm talking. Just keep an eye. I'm going to rewind to the start of this where they show game chat. Keep an eye down here at some of the FPS on this. Because it looks fucking shocking how bad and I think this will reduce your performance in-game as well. Not only talking to 4 people, it's another system working in the background, but then watch when they try and stream a game. And then obviously you have in-game mic. That's not revolutionary. We have it on phone. Oh, there we go. It's cut now. We have it on phones. It's nothing revolutionary. So it's a good edit, but that's like a Kinect mic. That's gonna sound shit. It's not gonna cut out backward. See the way you fucking blend and shit? That's not gonna get cut out. I can guarantee you. That won't get cut. It won't. That's bollocks. It might have a noise gate, but it's gonna reduce your volume as well. These have no, I can put a noise gate on mine. Sounds fucking shite when it reaches the threshold and goes over it. That's the point. That's why it's a noise gate, to cut out background noise. But that comes at a cost. Look at, just to go back on my point, and end this soon. Look at the fucking FPS. Like, I'm trying to look at the top one, but I'm drawn into the bottom. Because, excuse me, even the top, that FPS is slightly lower. I can see that looking at it. That's slightly lower in some of them clips. But fuck, because you're not only playing the game here, someone's also streaming their own game here. So there's going to be a delay here from what they're seeing. See what I mean? And that's where the FPS is going to fall, not only in the stream, but in your own game. Look, it is a good feature, but I don't think it works on a console so small and so limited. That's my problem. Like, look at this. You can view someone else's screen. That's like 10 FPS less. That's fucking dog shit. I don't want to see that. I just don't. But anyway, that's a feature. Not a good feature, I'm sorry. That's not good. The party chat system, good. The streamable feature within the party chat, dog shit. You can screenshot stuff, cool. So can a phone. But fuck me, man, that looks shit. And that might reduce your own performance in games. Because you're not only streaming it, you're playing it. So, that's my take on that. I don't know. But wait and see. Again, as a gaming fan, I really hope it does not have the same release that Nintendo Switch 1 had. Because that was terrible. People were mixing up the docks, obviously putting the wrong ones on. That was a shit show and a half. That was. People were mixing up the docks. The games were crashing. Games that they installed weren't registering. Yeah, a lot of mixed feelings on the first launch, but obviously I'll just leave this on the background. But that's what it looks like anyway. They slimmed down the thing. Obviously the Joy-Cons going on. It's a lot easier, magnetic, cool. There is a lot of quality of life stuff in this one, which is good. You have a boat charger on the bottom there, and on the top, up around top right corner there. There's another one. So that's something. That is definitely a good feature, because I remember you couldn't play undocked. You couldn't charge it at the same time, because it was here. So say that's the Switch. It was down here, and it would just roll all over the table. You couldn't sit it. You have to sit it halfway off the table and halfway on, so that you could get the charger in the bottom. But now they obviously have one now in the top, around here, and then obviously underneath, which is good. So again, quality of life is a good thing. Just scrubbing through, I'm just trying to see, is there anything else that caught my eye? Yeah, actually, this. They talked about, mouse controls, man. Look, a mouse is it's a specific thing. A mouse does what it does. Obviously, the ball there. But I'm sorry, I don't think that works on a controller that is... So you're going from this, that's the dimensions. There's your dimensions. To that. But with, say, a small bit hanging over the edge. Because obviously the triggers. So here's an Xbox controller I use for PC. That there, obviously that's going to be hanging over the edge of that. Other than that, that's what you have to go off. That's not a mouse. That's not a mouse. That thin with a small bit at the two edges, that's not going to feel right. That feels right for a reason. The mouse design has been the same for years. Since the fucking thing came out. You get novelty ones, like a ball roll or whatever. But a mouse has been a mouse and has looked like this for years for a good fucking reason. It works. That's an extra thing that they thought they could pile on that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. To me, that doesn't look right. And then obviously if I scroll off for a second, it says here it's only available in compatible games. So there's only certain games that will have this. No old titles will have this, I don't think. As far as I'm aware, they won't. But I just don't think it needs this. I think, like, and your thumb position there, right? See that? Obviously a mouse thumb position along the side, whatever hand you are. It's along the side, and then you have your two, and you use your scroll wheel. That's fine. That works. That's the way it was designed. Look at the thumb position on this. I'll use my controller again. It's sitting right underneath the Joy-Con. Or sorry, the analog stick even. Joy-Con. The whole thing's a Joy-Con. The analog stick. Your thumb position there. So that's the way they want you to do it. That's what it's going to look like. Basically, actually, that is it. So your thumb will be just behind the Joy-Con, and there's your mouse. Then there's your two buttons. That's what they want you. That's what they want it to look like. I think it actually shows it here. Does it show side-on view? There's your side-on view of where your thumb is. It's underneath the fucking Joy-Con or the analog sticks. That's gonna move the analog stick, and the game's gonna think, are you trying to switch to an analog or are you trying to use a mouse? I don't think that's gonna, unless it cuts it out completely, that might not work. But I'm sorry, that's not a mouse. Okay, it looks like one, but like they don't click like mouse buttons. That one does. That doesn't. You've no middle scroll wheel, so that's an extra mouse button you're missing. Maybe that's what that's going to be for. I don't know. But I know I'm probably getting a bit, tinfoil condom on with this. But I just don't think this will work. And the limited amount, I think there's going to be a very limited amount of games that will have this. Hence, it will work because it's going to be like simple shit like fucking work at an office desk simulator. You know what I mean? That's the sort of shit you're going to get with this. But anyway, yeah, that's your side-on view of what... It's not going to be this chunky, but it's going to be... That's your view. That's the way it's going to look. But imagine it on... Pick up your phone right now. Put it down on your desk. Now imagine you putting your hand in them positions. And if you have a PlayStation or an Xbox controller, put it like that. That's the way you're going to grip this new thing. Now do that to your phone. And tell me how you get on. Because that's what they're selling to you. Again, I don't think this will work. And as well, it's not going to be weighted right. It's not flat. There's going to be a bit of a lip on it. I don't think that'll work. Obviously, the two USB ports we did speak about. Put down that controller for a minute. I don't need it in my hands. Just fucking playing around with it now. Obviously, yeah, they're selling you a mic and a camera, webcam now. So some games will have involved webcams. Okay, again, quality of life stuff, that's cool. Probably will drain the battery very, very quick. It'll be interesting to see how long the battery life is when people get these hands-on and get to test them. Because I think having, obviously, that plugged in... Now, obviously, you could have it docked and then you have your camera. But I want to see... And obviously, this is actually a Nintendo... This will be a Nintendo licensed one. I presume if I go to the Nintendo site, I can buy one of them. It'll be Nintendo branded or whatever. But if I don't have it on... I don't have a spare one. But obviously, the camera I'm using now to watch this video and to do this video with, you can buy a cheap camera and everything's USB Type-C now. And as you've seen, if I go back here, there are two USB Type-C ports for the top and bottom. So there it is right there. So realistically, you don't need to buy a Nintendo one just because it has Nintendo stamped on it. Oh, it must work with this. I think any camera will work with this. Any USB camera that you can use, you can even use your phone as a USB camera. If you have obviously any modern day phone, doesn't even have to be modern. a spare phone. I have a spare phone that I had when one of my first like touchscreen phones. Shit like that would work. As long as it's USB Type-C, it's going to fit. So Type-C to Type-C, these will fit. So it'll be interesting to see hands-on, obviously, battery life with a camera on and using. And obviously then, I want to see the pricing on the camera. So keep that in mind, though. If it's Type-C, the camera I'm using now is Type-C. It just connects straight in. But I have pros and cons with this, as I've mentioned throughout the video. Yeah, I'll edit this together later on and try and upload this either maybe today or tomorrow if I can get it up. But let me know. Look, let me know what you think about it. Am I waffling shy, or did anything I say today? Did you take any of it on board, or are you just a diehard Nintendo fan that you think I'm going to play it no matter what? I don't mind what it is. All these new upgrades, I want a new Nintendo. If that's your view, also, I respect that. For me personally, it's not mine. I don't care about Nintendo. I think they're a bit of a cash grab when it comes to a few games. The company itself is quite scummy as well. But other than that, look, if you like Nintendo, you like Nintendo, and you like Pokemon, Mario. That's why they hold them. That's why they're the biggest titles on the planet. That's why they hold them. But yeah, that is all from me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to edit this together. I think it was 2 or 3 videos, but I'll try and make it as precise as possible. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Going to try and stream a bit more as well, just as an announcement. I want to try and start streaming more. Just 2 to 3 hours, even at a weekend or something, or during the week when I have days off. I haven't got time at the minute, but in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I want to try and start streaming as much as possible. If I'm playing a game, I might as well stream it. So that's also something I'm going to try and do on both YouTube and Twitch. But I also need a new PC, so we're going to stream, but with not a lot of frames. So there you go. We might drop a few frames. Well, maybe more than a few. Anyway, best of luck, lads. Keep the head, keep her lit, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of the Nintendo Direct on the 2nd of April for the Switch 2. Best of luck, lads.